Boom shakalaka, what's going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today is Wednesday, May 16th. It's hump day. We have a news episode for y'all. So, what's going on today? Well, markets are down, but before we get into things, just wanted to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone who's already subscribed also. Thank you to everyone nuking the shit out of that like button or don't like button. And if you want to find out how to win one of these sick shirts, all you got to do is comment on the videos every day, and then you're entered for a chance to win. I give away one at the end of every news episode, so stay tuned for that at the end. Now, taking a look at things. Ooh, markets in red today. Look at this. EOS down almost 12%, but everything else, red, red, red. Tether is in the green. It's actually at $1 for the first time ever. But everything else is all red. Maybe not basic attention token and loop ring, but yes, wow, everything is down today. And why? Well, we don't exactly know. There's just a whole bunch of FUD, markets dropping, or maybe the price is just dropping for more institutional investors to get in. Now, we're seeing Bitcoin at $8,229, retesting those lows we saw over the weekend. Ethereum broke down under the $700 mark at $693. Ripple is just crashing at 68 cents. Maybe it'll just disappear one of these days. Bcash, after their much hyped block size increase to 32 megabytes, price drop. So go figure. EOS is down at $12 from $20 a couple weeks ago. So we're seeing prices down. Cardano at 24 cents, starting to get to buy territory. Stellar's price is down, so everything looking down. Tron down 5%, even with the mainnet launch coming out. So, what else do we have? Well, market cap is down almost $75 billion from last week. Holy shnikes, it was like $450 billion, and it's down. Bitcoin dominance rising just a wee little bit. Do we have any big gainers this week? No. Basic attention token at 4.45%, that's the biggest gainer. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, all right, you can see here earlier today, it actually broke through the 50-day moving average, which generally isn't a good sign, all right? You can see, we went up and right around $10,000, we saw a 200-day moving average. It was rejected by that. Price came down, found support on a 50-day moving average, bounced, and then, is that like a dead cat bounce? Maybe, But we're seeing the price coming back up to find a little bit of support at that 50-day moving average. Still, the MACD, it's a bearish cycle. So I'm still, for those of you following the MACD trading challenge, I am still just holding the day, not buying back into Bitcoin with that yet. Now, is this a bad thing? What's happening with Bitcoin overall? Where is it going? What's happening? Well, I saw this article yesterday and I went over it at the live stream last night because I thought it was pretty interesting. It's from Pantera Capital, so obviously they're heavily invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Just, note that. But down in here, they have this Bitcoin year-on-year return graph. So its recent spike is actually small on a year-to-year basis. I mean, check this out. Back in 2013 and 2014, those spikes were huge compared on a year-to-year basis. But then it was just been kind of still, and then we just saw a teeny little spike, just a 20-time spike, not like 100 times or 40 times. So really, year-on-year return, it doesn't look like this past year was enormous, despite how it looks when you graph it out, and you see that, and there's like nothing, and then wow. So based on that, not really a huge spike. And they go on further to say, Dan from Pantera Capital says Bitcoin has been growing at 165% per year for 6 years that they've been in business. Something that's growing that fast hardly ever gets down below its 200-day average. When it does, it's a very good time to buy. What makes this different from another asset where you might say crossing the 200-day moving average is actually a bad thing? Well, technical traders of these different averages decide when to get in, but it's amazing that Bitcoin goes up so quickly, and when it's just back to its average, it means it's time to buy again. So if we take a look here, Bitcoin, this green line here, that's the 200-day moving average. Bitcoin is under the 200-day moving average for the first time since 2015. So I have to go back, way back to down here in 2015, August of 2015, the last time it was under the 200-day moving average. So, for those of you who believe in the technology, who believe in it long term, it's a good time to get in. It's a screaming buy. Now, over at Bitmain, Arthur Hayes, the CEO, says there's no institutional presence in Bitcoin. None whatsoever. But he does predict the price for Bitcoin to reach $50,000 by the end of the year. So we have a whole bunch of prediction. $50,000, $116,000, $0. Where's it going to go? Right now, he says there's not much of an institutional presence in crypto. Right now, it's more of a retailer phenomenon. So retailers are just people buying for themselves. However, there's no explanation for his forecast of $50,000. He just picked a number out of a hat, just like rabbit out of the hat, and there it is. But with more institutional investors entering Bitcoin, there is more money going to be in the market. So Coinbase is now targeting the $10 billion institutional investor market with a new suite of products. Those products include the Four Horsemen, Coinbase Custody, Coinbase Markets, the Coinbase Institutional Coverage Group, and Coinbase Prime. We think this can unlock $10 billion of institutional investor money sitting on the sideline. Now, while that's great news, I was very surprised that the amount of institutional investor money is only $10 billion. I thought it would be a lot more than that, but I guess that's just me. Now, institutional investors or retail investors are giving a better chance to get in now with Germany's second biggest stock exchange launching crypto trading of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple. That's right, Börse Stuttgart, one of Europe's biggest stock exchanges and Germany's second biggest, handling $100 billion in trading volumes, a lot of money, has launched crypto trading through a subsidiary called Bison. So Bison simplifies the trading in digital currencies. It's the first crypto app. And it's crazy. So they expect it to be available for free from autumn, which is also called fall for those people who don't use the word autumn. But Bison analyzes more than 250,000 tweets from the crypto community every day and summarizes the most important information for you. So that's what it looks like. Crypto radar, telling you whether it's neutral, whether it's good news, whether it's bad news. And yeah, pretty interesting. Now, on the other side of this whole institutional investor thing, like rats fleeing a sinking ship, bankers leaving en masse for crypto. Yes, indeed, this week there are a few bankers leaving for crypto. So first one, the chief financial officer from the Central Bank of Australia has resigned to join Block One, the firm behind EOS. Geez, you think he sees some potential there? How about that? That's not the only one. UBS China's former president, Karen Chen, has been appointed as CEO of Higgs Block Technology. And that's not it. Just the other day, this dude, Chris Matta, Goldman Sachs banker, recently promoted to vice president, quit just shortly after getting promoted to start his own crypto-focused investment vehicle. His CEO called him crazy. Do you realize the money you're losing out on? And he said, hey, it's a calculated risk. I like this stuff. Now, they're not the only one. JP Morgan co-president Jerry Pinto says cryptocurrency will play a role in the future. He confirmed the bank is looking into Bitcoin space. Okay, that's only 9 months after Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan called Bitcoin a fraud. Go figure, it only takes 9 months to create a human being, only takes 9 months to change a bank's opinion about cryptocurrencies. Now, what's going on this week? Consensus is going on this week. Big event. 2018 sees over 8,000 attendees versus the expected 4,000. All right. The organizers were expecting 4,000 attendees, up from 2,700 last year. However, MOAS reports more than 8,000 attending, while the number could be closer to 8,500. And these tweets that they had are pretty funny. All right. They sold too many tickets for Consensus. 8,000 people here. It feels like Grand Central Station in New York riding the subway during rush hour. They should have held this conference in a sports arena or convention center, not a hotel. It's a bit chaotic. They sold too many tickets. Not a smooth start at Consensus. Computers are down. They can't print badges. People paid $3,000 for 200 and waiting in line. So crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I've been in line for an hour. So yeah, a lot of people going to a Consensus. So huge amount of people there. Now, on to the news that you might find more interesting. I'll tell you what's up with my beard. It keeps my face warm. Circle raises $110 million in investment round, plans to release fiat-based stable coins. So Circle Internet, okay, we all know Circle, owned by Goldman Sachs, has closed a $110 million fundraising round led by Bitmain. Okay, The two companies are now partners to create a token which is backed by US dollars called Circle USD coin or USDC. And I mean, with Tether, there's always been talks about do they have the money to back it. So with USDC, apparently every token is paired with an equal amount of fiat currency, which is held by a central custodian. Holders are able to redeem coins for the stable value denominated in fiat. My question for these things is, what happens every time there's a big crash in price because everybody takes their money out of cryptos, puts it into Tether or another stable coin? Do they just, get a whole bunch of more US dollars backed? That's my question. Amazon and Consensus to offer blockchain platforms. So Amazon partnering with Consensus blockchain startup Cardano to offer simplified blockchain cloud platforms for its clients. Okay, so it's to help enterprises build and manage blockchain platforms without having to start from scratch, and is based on the Ethereum blockchain. That's very cool because that way they don't have to go and hire blockchain developers, and that's Amazon getting involved in cryptocurrency. Let's see when Amazon starts accepting crypto. That'll be big. Now here's one. IBM and Viridium Labs to utilize the Stellar blockchain to fight global warming. Very cool. They're going to tokenize the process of issuing and redeeming carbon credits on Stellar's blockchain. The initial token sale will go first towards reforesting a 250 square mile portion of rainforest in the island of Borneo on Indonesia. The token, known as the Verde or the Green, will then be used to track or audit the process of issuance of carbon credits and carbon markets follows. Yeah, so the carbon markets will be transferred on the blockchain for easy tracking. So this is great, helping out the environment with cryptocurrency is awesome. And while this is great, I think it's also missing the point because everybody with global warming always talks about carbon emissions, which is it's like the red herring because carbon emissions contribute this much to global warming, whereas methane, the farts coming out of cows, contribute to this much, and nobody's doing anything about it. And that's like a double-edged sword because not only the cows farting all that much, but also we're cutting down rainforests in the Amazon, which clear up the atmosphere in order to put more cows there. So how about IBM, Viridium, and Stellar start like a methane emissions, methane credits? Start that, get Cargill and all those big cattle producers to start paying for global warming because they're the people fucking up the planet. Cardano enters the visual graphics world to educate society about blockchain. So this was a big announcement by Cardano yesterday. Basically, they have a project called Symphony of Blockchains, an audio-visual experience of cryptocurrency. They've developed a web-based experience that allows users to navigate through the history of the blockchain and explore all different internal properties and some of those abstract data points which aren't familiar with, because the term blockchain is used extensively in everyday language with very little understanding. The project aims to explain both blockchain technology along with individual transaction detail and finally the health within a crypto. Very cool, very ambitious project. We'll see how that turns out. And last bit of news for today. U.S. prosecutors have officially indicted 3 co-founders of Floyd Mayweather-backed ICO for fraud. So the 3 co-founders of cryptocurrency Centrus Tech have been formally indicted for running fraudulent ICO, according to a statement May 14th from the U.S. Justice Department. I mean, go figure. You have a company built with a whole bunch of car salesmen, not the most trusted people on the planet, who had been doing car sales forever, and then they just hopped into an ICO aiming to give this coin. Now, was this a surprise to anyone? Well, if you type Centrus Scam into YouTube, you can see 7 months ago, I was talking about it there, warning people about the Centrus Scam. So, no surprise here. And if you want to know how to find coins, I have a video, how to find scam coins, because they're out there. Do your best to protect yourself. Wear a condom against crypto scams. So, that's it for today. That's all the news for today. Now, for the winner, remember guys, if you want to win one of these shirts, just comment on this video or any other videos. The more videos you comment on, the greater your chance of winning. Not commenting on the live chat, but actually on the video afterwards. That's how you do it. So, yesterday, there were 2 videos. There was the news video in the morning, which will be number 1, and then the live stream in the evening, which will be number 2. All right, so we're going to do that. Also, before I forget, this afternoon at 5 o'clock, I'm having an interview video with an ICO that, not financial advice or anything, but I think this one could be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. at 5 p.m. Eastern time. But let's get back into this. 1 for the news, 2 for the live stream. Ready? Brrr. Number 1. So the news episode is the winner. Winner. Cow fart dinner. Don't eat cow farts, they smell. All right. Whoops. Come on. Shut up. There we go. And. Wow, 147 comments. We're getting up there. Let's pick a random winner. Who's going to win? Zols. Everything is going to dump tomorrow. People are going to sell the news. Zols wins. So congratulations, Zols. I'm going to go comment on your comment, let you know you're winning. If you see this, just email me, and we'll get you that shirt sent to you free of charge, because that's what we do here. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Another exciting day in cryptocurrencies. Make sure you check out the episode later today if you are able to participate in ICOs, because it could potentially be a pretty cool one. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Love ya. Peace.